What is up, guys? Rob here at Bob Evans Classics. If you like classic cars, please hit the subscribe button. You can see all of our new inventory as we get in every week, and you can watch me and Chris go out and chase classic cars. Please subscribe today. We'll see you then. Let's go. What is up, guys? Rob here with Bob Evans Classics. Got this 1970 Ford Mustang sports roof, aka Fastback, up for sale today. We're going to do a full walkthrough of the vehicle so you know exactly what you get before you get it. I'm going to go over the good, the bad, and if there's any ugly. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It looks good. It drives good. This is a solid car. Guys, if you like our channel, please hit the subscribe button if you want to see all of our classic cars as we get them in. I'll give you a minute. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. You'll watch us go out and chase classic cars, get them back here, sell them, buy them. You'll see it all. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you. This is it, guys. 1970 Ford Mustang Fastback. It's a beautiful green color. It's not Highland green, but it looks good. Without the light, it looks darker. When you look in the light, it shines like a nice metallic. We'll go ahead and start on the passenger side. I will say one flaw off the rip is the mirror here. I do have that mirror, but it was loose, so I took it off. That will be included on the sale, and we'll put that in the car for you. But as you can see my reflection. You can see my face. This has got a nice clear coat, base coat. The paint is in good condition. There's not a lot of flaws on the paint. I would say it's probably an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It looks real good. The clear coat shines very well. This is loose here. Got a loose little piece here. Has a flaw. Got a little imperfection in the paint there. There's no rust on this car that I found. And I'll show you guys underneath. But this fender looks real good. You got these BF Goodrich tires. Tire is practically new. It's the radials. And you got Kragers here. And the Kragers are in decent shape. I would say average shape. A little pitting in the middle, but the rest of it is good. I don't see any kind of orange peel on the paint. It definitely looks well. Moving on to the passenger side door. Passenger side door sits real nice. The lines are nice and straight on this. If you look at the gaps, gap is nice and even all the way down. A nice even gap. Little pitting here on the door handle. And it also looks like the rubber seal here needs to be replaced. Door jambs are also painted. It's got this funky green interior, so it's green on green. I like it. Original color of the car was a light green on the outside, the pea green, and that's why the interior is like that. Let's go ahead and shut the door, see how it shuts. I shut that super light and it shut perfect. Really nice tight door. It's another super light. You ain't got to slam this at all. It'll close on its own very easily. Roof looks great, no flaws. I don't see any Bondo or body work here, which is nice. Top of the dash looks good. And so does the windshield. I don't see any flaws on the windshield. Windshield looks really good. Very well preserved. If this is the original windshield, I'm not sure, but it looks older and it looks secure. I don't see any visible flaws. Moving on to the passenger side quarter, like I said, on that side, I don't see any Bondo coming down here. I don't see any from the back. The rear end looks beautiful, gorgeous. It's got a nice fat rear end. feel like I'm talking about a woman. That's how much I love cars. Look at that, beautiful. That's why I love these Fastbacks. They're just so stylish. That rear end is gorgeous. If you agree with me, hit a comment on it. Tell me, how do you feel about that rear end? Does that car sit well or what? Rear tire, practically new. Wheels in good shape. Inside there looks good. I don't see any rot or rust. I don't see any bubbling on it. Down here, they like to bubble a lot. I don't see anything there. And the bezel's got some wear, both sides, so I probably would recommend replacing that. Bumper looks good. A little bit of wear. Nothing major. Let's see, the gap is nice there. It's a little bit wider on the right side, which that's a common occurrence. I've been seeing that a lot, 69 and 70. The gaps are a little wider on the right side. I don't know if that's the way when Ford put them together in the factory, that's how they were. But recently I've seen that as a common occurrence. Rear glass looks good and intact. Even got a little stamp there. But it looks good. Moving on to the driver's quarter. Driver's quarter, again, you can look at me. You can see me perfectly in it. See my reflection. Paint shines beautifully. Lower quarters are good. Tire is new. Wheel looks good. It's got good wheels and tires, which is nice. Again, the lines are real nice. I don't see any filler visibly. Also, as a sneak peek, I got that Thunderbird coming up. That's my next video. 60 Thunderbird that was taken down to the bare metal. My client redid the whole car, put an $18,000 paint job on that car. So, and that won't be too expensive. That'll be low 20s. That's coming up next. So subscribe if you want to see that. But yeah, guys, this car, the paint shines beautiful. The lines look good. The gaps on the doors look good, and that's the small things. I love that about some of these cars. It's got a lot of the small things right. Paint looks really good. It's above a driver quality paint. It's a nice paint job. It's got a couple flaws, like this needs to be replaced. We do have a scratch here on the inside of the door. I probably would put black interior. You can leave the green. I mean, it's not bad, but I think the black interior would make it even look better. But just a nice even gaps is you don't find a whole lot. And let's see if this door closes just like the other door. It does. And that's nice to see. It's nice to see doors that shut real good, solid. They don't bend, they don't hang. We got this old school inspection sticker on it from the 80s. Now this car did come out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it was owned by an elderly guy. He painted it one time, and it said one repaint. He wasn't happy with the original color, and he did a little bit darker green. And I know he had it since, I want to say, 83 when he bought it. Fender looks good. I don't see any flaws. Again, tires new, wheel looks good. We got our VIN number here. Now I will say there's a flaw here and a flaw here, and this was my fault. I was driving this car and I did not shut the hood correctly. And the hood did pop up on me and the corner got bent a little bit here. But before that, the car did not have that flaw. As you can see, the hood, it's got a bend in the metal right here, very little bit in that corner. Besides that, the hood is in perfect condition, looks good. Front end is good, the bumper's good, the lights look good, just a solid car. Power steering, manual brakes. I have the battery on a charge right now, which we will change the battery, put it on, and then start it up. And this is the way I bought it. This was not detailed or anything. I would recommend cleaning up this engine, cleaning all this up. You got your original buck tag here, which is nice to have. 302. It's got a Holley 4-barrel on it, I believe. What do you guys think, Holley or Edelbrock? What do you like for carburetors? I like the Edelbrock. Some people love the Holleys. Take a quick peek under the vehicle, and then we'll also open up the trunk. Under the vehicle, pretty much perfect. For this age, floors are all good. Front torque box is good. I would recommend probably painting this black. They left it green when they painted it. I would do a nice flat black on it or an undercoating. Same thing with the trunk. I mean the gas tank. It's got some of that green on it. Get that done silver. Normally they rot out here. It's not rotted out there. Back frame rails are all good. There's your rear end, which is nice because they usually rot out there, and it's not at all. Not only does it look good from, you know, just looking underneath it, but when you climb really deep underneath it, it looks really good. Same thing with this side. Pretty much perfect. Suspension looks good. All that looks good. You could tell this car was well maintained. He really took care of this car. It's got rear speakers in it, I just saw, which is cool. Let's go ahead and look in the trunk. Alright guys, just open up the trunk. Now I will say it's the round key here, but you do got to fidget with it a little bit. Now that's the original color, but as you can see, quarters are all solid. Put the light on for this one. I mean, it's just, all this is solid. There's no rot or anything. This is my only complaint. This likes to stick. So you do have to play with it a little bit. I like to put the battery in it. It has been sitting in our warehouse for about 2 weeks. So battery's charged now, and now we'll start it up and look in the inside. You know what, better yet, let's do that now. Let's look on the inside first before we fire it up. Oh, door panel looks good, except for missing this little bit here. I do notice this off the rip, the seat. Back seat looks nice and healthy. Headliner looks good. Inside there looks good. Not sure why they didn't paint the trunk. They did the rest of the car really well. All that looks good. Looks good. Carpet looks beautiful. All this looks good. Pretty solid. We'll see if the horn works when we start it. Showing 86,130 miles. Looks like it was an AC car. It's not an AC car right now. Non-Mach 1, just a fastback. Yeah, we'll get that battery in and start it up. All right, let's see if I did this right. Install the battery correctly. It looks like we got power. I want to let it warm up a little bit, guys, before I start hammering the gas. But it sounds real good. Sounds like it's got a nice, maybe a little cam in it. Give it just a little time to warm up. Maybe raise the idle up a little bit since it's warm outside. It sounds great. The engine's still cold. While we're letting it warm up, let's check the lights, see if that horn works. Horn works. Looks like the front lights work. The rear lights work. Left turn signal's working. So the right turn signal goes like this, the left turn signal is a lot slower, but they both work. Oil pressure's working, fuel gauge is working, alternator's working. We'll see if it comes up to temperature. And I have driven this car multiple times. Car drives just so good. Yeah, I think mechanically the only thing I do is raise that idle just a tad. But it sounds great, guys. This car drives great. Awesome ride. We offer financing. Credit score a little as 620 or above. 10 to 20% down. If you're interested, give us a call. 215-801-9493. I'll finance this for you. We also take bank wire. I'll ship it right to your doorstep. If you're interested, we can facilitate everything. Let me know. Appreciate you checking out our page. God bless the USA. Let's go. Love this country. Love America. Love God. Love classic cars. And I love you. I appreciate you joining our page.